not the common sense working on the markets right now.
Yeah. I'm long right now, but part of me does think that I don't know, I could be on the side of it, so I've just lowered my risk a lot because there's a lot of uncertainty. But
Absolutely.
I think that this pullback that we had to 1954, just from a technical perspective, I think just a good deep pullback for a lot of people to get involved, and then for price to continue to move up, maybe to 1982, somewhere in that range.
I'm still targeting 1992, but the problem is that since price started falling, and look at the downside potential, it's just massive.
Yeah.
So we've been riding this.
Imbalance.
Yeah, we've been riding this Israel story for 10 days now, or even longer. Yes, it was longer. It's 2 weeks now. And there's just too much downside potential.
Yeah, it looks like the dollar's recovering a little bit since Friday too, so we'll see. Hey, maybe we fill the gap. 1845, let's go.
Yeah, it's definitely the war that's driving, or the not happening of the Israel promise of full destruction. If you look at the yields been stuck at 5.1%.
Yeah, haven't really moved.
But I think I'm on the long side, but I would be too afraid to enter into long, just because price is sitting on a pivot. And if you look at the downside potential, it's just freaking huge.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who's long, who's short?
Data will decide.
I'm going long based on the 4-hour candle.
Yeah. Long. Just.
I'm too afraid to enter into anything now, since I'm not a war expert. Lebanon on edge over threat from Israel-Hamas conflict.
I'm curious if today we even get like I guess a clear direction, just based off of how news could be. But I think tomorrow should be a really good day because we have some good news tomorrow.
Well, hopefully.
Save your bullets, right?
I'm curious that since gold started dropping, will the fundamental power come back to the market? Because today we are going to have S&P Global Services PMI in 16 minutes. So this is pretty much the only thing I can think to trade. But right now it's just a gambling. From the technical perspective, yeah, I would go long, but not maybe until back here. So it's 130 pips. But the problem is if you look at the 4-hour candle,
Summer hikes, real rates. Let's see.
Yeah, too much downside potential now. And what is the chance that Israel is going to start the operation today?
Very unlikely.
We don't know. What is the chance that tomorrow or a week after?
Yeah.
Until they release the hostages.
You see, that's the releasing of the hostages and getting into the peace talks. That's what's causing price to drop.
Yeah, they released the extra 2 months.
Things are going to the right way. I mean, if these idiots can sit down to a table and exchange some hostages, that means that that is progress. That's what we want. But obviously, if you look at the market, gold doesn't want that.
Yeah. Oh, price is moving against me.
Are you long?
Yeah, yeah. Just small position though. It's not gonna bother me if I lose it, but I really went with a technical view on this, and I don't know. I'm obviously kind of silly for saying this, but I think I have too much of a long bias because of the war and all the news and everything, and I think my mind's been too involved with it, so I'm not seeing a short position.
It's dangerous when you so attached to one side, and then you hesitant to change when the market is actually moved direction or changed direction already for like 2 days, and you still, oh, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got sucked into that long bias for these last 2 weeks because it almost last
All right. New York Stock
last week
Exchange
it
is
was almost
open.
impossible to lose money.
The US is open now. I'm gonna close down the US 30 because price is going to reverse. On Nasdaq, let's have a look. Quickly switch back to trading view. Let's have a look on the yields. You started to revert.
I think even with the open, sometimes the market doesn't move too much until news. But the Nasdaq's dropping right now.
It's not much. It's dropping.
Yeah, I think if we break 1467-ish, we should continue down. But we'll see. Probably take some time. So that 15-minute opening range, that needs to kind of be taken care of first.
Microsoft and Alphabet, which is Google, are going to report with Coca-Cola, Visa, so it's pretty big names. I think that an upbeat mode is going to help lift up. Actually, Coca-Cola just reported, sorry. And it's a very healthy, usual number. Revenue versus forecast is definitely on the go. I'm going to try long on Nasdaq. Coca-Cola just came out.
I'm staying short.
On gold. Gold is tricky.
Yeah, it's just waiting for news now. Ten minutes.
Yeah, Nasdaq going up, gold started to drop, so I think capital allocation is changing sides.
Thomas, your kid's birthday's next month, right?
Yes.
Coming up? Yeah.
Yep.
I remember because I think you had your kid around the same time I had mine.
Nice.
I'm a year ahead of you, though.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I can tell you, but he's stressing you out. You lost all your hair since you had him.
Well, I lost hair when I started trading.
It's been so quiet in here.
You guys haven't even noticed that I turned on the screen sharing?
We did.
Oh, too bad. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Thomas.
Yes? So why are you not talking?
Can hear you, my friend.
Oh, Jungle.
Everyone is waiting for the news, probably.
Oh, when is the news?
In 6 minutes.
Hello, everyone.
Kurwa. Yeah.
Oh no.
So we have PMI made by S&P, Purchasing Manager Index, in 5 minutes. In theory, we're just going to watch how gold is going to react to PMI, because we want to make sure that it responds to the economics and logics and common sense. Alright, Nasdaq positions are going okay. It's going 100 pips now on Nasdaq, 3 positions. The lowest was 53 pips, 500 points. That's going very well. On gold, I'm not too sure which direction, because obviously the war is dominating the market. And since there's not, well, there is still people dying in the Middle East, but the Israel-Hamas conflict is at the discussion table right now, releasing hostages. The market doesn't like it, the gold market doesn't like it. Of course, we do like it when people, being saved.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
Is it the right time to ask a question? Because I guess it's just 3.5 minutes in data right now.
Yeah, sure. Ask away.
I just wanted to ask a difference between, although I know services and manufacturing PMI, but there is also a composite PMI. Can you please explain what is composite PMI?
What is the composite? The meaning of composite word?
I think it is collection of both services and manufacturing.
That's exactly, yes.
If we cumulative, if we watch the data together.
Well, if you put all the leftover together, what do you left with?
I think we'll left with what is a difference of both the services and the PMI.
So, if you take all the food from your fridge, all the leftover food, and you put it together, you end up with draff. Right? It's not nice. Yeah. So you don't wanna trade composites. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, Nasdaq position is running in 50 pips profit. Now we are going to our trading view. What we want to see is a reaction on how gold is going to react to the composite PMI. Composite PMI services PMI. So I'm bullish on gold because I'm expecting a drop in services PMI. So I'm going to enter into a long position, but this is front running based on my own speculation. Please, if your analysis doesn't tell the same, don't follow me. I burned myself 3 times today on 3 positions on gold. And we want to see how the market is reacting to the services PMI, which is about to be released in 45 seconds. Who's long and who's short on gold?
Long.
Neither.
25 seconds to go. Long on Nasdaq, long on gold. Which one is going to pay the bills tonight? Or today? We have 15 seconds to go to the services PMI. Now if the services PMI is lower than the previous one, that shows a deflationary environment, so price is should go up. Number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And it's quite inflationary, so get out of the long position because gold is going to drop, unfortunately. Now let's have a look on how the market is reacting. So I got closed out from the position. And let's go back to trading view. Now, because the data was inflationary, it should help to break 1960, but because we have the war, I'm too resilient to enter into a sell. Or is it reacting?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice gold. Pulling that all the traders today. I'm not too sure this support and resistance level right at the pivot
Yes.
is just quite dangerous now. The wick is too long. What do you think is going to happen? Is the PMI strong enough to push down gold, or the fear that Israel is going to destroy Gaza is keeping the price afloat?
I think the market will absorb the news for the next 2 or 3 events, since we have a little bit of settling the dust in Gaza.
Mhm.
Hopefully, that's my opinion. It's very difficult to trade at the moment, but that's my side.
Indeed. Absolutely. Again, but I have a feeling that Israel is going to move over the weekend when there's no market open.
Then we can talk about manipulation as well.
Okay.
Thomas.
If gold wanted to drop, it would have dropped by now, so I'm going to re-enter into a buy.
The fear of the war absorbed all the news, everything. Crazy.
Yeah. If you go back to TradingView quickly, so I showed you the this zone right here. We have a massive wick, but we are on the weekly pivot. So my purely technical analysis, it's no fundamentals working right now. You just saw that PMI came out, services PMI. It wasn't a strong drop, so that means that this support and resistance is most likely going to hold. Now, two things: we have support and resistance. Obviously, if you put the fib, we have 61.80 and 78.60. We have the weekly pivot at 1962, and we have the support and resistance. The target should be, in my opinion, it's keep it real. 1977 is reasonable, so it's 130 pips. One Nasdaq I'm going to close down. Whole market is messed up since the conflict started.
Movement sucks.
Gold is still holding. Nasdaq is a bit wiggling. I think this was the news for today. You can see that services PMI is inflationary. It's higher than the previous, higher than the forecast. Yet gold didn't drop. So the support and resistance holds. I think the fear over logics and economics is taking over again. So targeting 1980, 1977, somewhere around this area. Ideally, price should come back to 1991, but you know that would mean that price have to travel 277 pips, which is not impossible. I mean, you saw the positions we took over the past few weeks since this whole misery started. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but the problem is that the uncertainty is it can easily wipe out your account or the position, as we saw today. Nothing else in the economic calendar. Let's have a look on the news.
Also likely that we create another another boring consolidation area like the last week, and now with different numbers. It's also likely, Tamas.
That was disgusting last week.
Yes, crazy. Yesterday I lost a lot, and today I fight back with scalp buying, but it's difficult. I hate consolidation.
It's good for scalpers, but not for me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting off. Thank you, Thomas.
You taking off?
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen for a little bit. It's just gonna take some time.
It's gonna wait until I think probably power hour before the stock exchange closes.
Yeah,
but it's hours away.
Yeah, I just have my stop loss and TP set. If it hits one or the other, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit on it and stare at it. Yields are going up though. See, man.
Let's have a look on yields.
Yields are going up.
Yeah, 2 year. 2 years going up. So this one right here, you can see that the year-to-date high is at 5.25. I think that the yields will most likely visit even 5.6 this year, but it's going to take a while. So when the yields are rising at the current environment, gold is just shaking off because gold is moving by the war right now. So this is why I'm long on gold. Obviously the war, the narrative is taking over. When the yields are rising, partially it's good for stocks. We just saw a reasonable earnings on Coca-Cola, and today there's going to be some other companies reporting. Alphabet, which is Google, by the way. Do you know why we have Alphabet A and Alphabet C shares?
No, I don't know. I don't trade stocks.
Look it up. Something to do with the voting rights. And of course Microsoft, which is one of the biggest companies with Google, are going to report today. But sadly it's after hours, so they're going to move the markets. I think the market is welcoming the recent good earnings, and that's why I'm speculating long on Nasdaq. What target I'm aiming for the gold buys? 1977 is reasonable, but ultimately 1992. So if I had to set a ultimate target, it's 1992. Okay, gold is going alright. 30 pips.
Thomas, I wanted to ask you if I'm not intruding, but I wanted to know about the convention that you were at recently.
What would you like to know about the conference?
You said you're going to learn some stuff, so if it was something related to economics, kind of curious what kind of stuff you were learning over there.
Yes, it was the Forbes Money Conference. It was about private banking and investment opportunities globally. So some of the smartest people, traders, CEOs were talking.
I was kind of guessing you would come back like Super Saiyan in trading, increasing your XP points and over the long term, I guess.
Gold Marvelous plan. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, what positions do you guys have open?
I have the same ones as yours.
I'm long on it. S&P and nothing else today.
I'm done for today.
Selling gold.
I'm in the car, I can't trade.
Don't trade and drive.
Just listening.
Okay, those of you listening on YouTube, it's 357. Have a look on my Telegram. I just posted in the chat if you want to get some daily updates. I do post like articles every day, some posts about macroeconomics. The market is very fucking slow today. Okay, guys. No other news today, so I'm gonna call it a day. And with you guys who are members, we're going to have a morning briefing tomorrow, and most likely a live session as well. So thank you so much, guys, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank
See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Bye.
Thomas.
See you.
Bye. And those of you who are interested to join the Alpha community, to get daily morning briefings, live trading every single morning, you want to see my positions, you want to see my view on what I see on the market. So I'm a trade economist and I used to work on cash equities and fixed income desk. So I've seen bonds and stocks before. If you want to learn, if you want to follow my trades, if you want someone to navigate you in the markets, go to alphafx.eu. I'm posting the link into the YouTube chat. And good luck. Thank you so much. Have a good day.